What up, fam? Hit that like, hit that subscribe. This is Philly Sports Unfiltered. We're talking records tonight. Join the conversation. Let's go. Welcome in, everybody, to another edition of Philly Sports Unfiltered. That's Tony Cutillo. I'm Tom Arnone. Everybody out there, welcome in. We got a lot to go over tonight. We'll do our unfiltered take of the week at the end of the show. Phillies are riding hot into the postseason. We'll talk some fight-ins, and we'll do a little combo of Saquon Barkley. We'll talk about the rushing record, Kyle Schwarber. It all ties into a little record talk tonight. And we'll get right into the poll question. Why waste any time? Kyle Schwarber playing for the record makes you feel Saquon Barkley got screwed. Do you agree or disagree? And you can let us know. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. That's where we're live. Everywhere you get your podcasts, we're there as well. Hit the like, subscribe, follow. We say it every Thursday night. Join our conversation. Hop on in. Water's warm. We'd love to have you. Tone, as always, my brother. Lead it off, Trey Turner.
Yo, man, listen, I got to give you some props, man. I gotta just bow down to Mr. No Notes here because listen, man, the last time we did it, we took a couple weeks off because people actually have normal lives, you know what I mean? Day-to-day basis. Who would have thought? But I had an argument with you. We had a nice little, not the argument, debate. But I said, yo, I'm not riding Ranger into the playoffs. I'm riding Taiwan Walker. You told me, Tony, you're absolutely insane. And I was like, nah, I don't see it. Hey, I should have went with the baseball guy, bro, because you were right. I mean, you were absolutely, you said when it's time to go, he's going to go. And I'll tell you what, man, you were dead on the money with that 100%. So I got to give you your flowers.
I appreciate you, brother. And at the time, he was throwing better. So it's, he was at the time. And the fact that we were trying to find a righty to get into that rotation somewhere, I could see the other side of it too. But Taiwan,
you were right. You were right.
Callers.
You were right, man. I gotta get my man Japan checking in. What's up, Japan? But
Japan.
Listen, man, I don't normally do this, and I'm being honest, but I'm a very transparent guy. Like this whole poll tonight and this question, I heard it on the radio, and it wasn't on the radio, but it was like a tweet that came out, and that somebody was like kind of it might have been like cross and broad, being like giving a shot at ESP because he kind of mentions a little bit, but it did make me think. Like, honestly, like, I'm not trying to start, but it did really make me think because I was on the side of sit Saquon. And now that I look at it, and even though we won it all, but now that I look at it, I go, you know what? I don't know, man. Like, I honestly don't know. I think I would have I don't know what side you were on, Tom, but I'm looking back then, and I would have recourse history. I'd have been like, yo, dude, go screw it. Go break that record. Go break the record. And I look at the, because you look at this year and you see how the offense is sputtering a little bit. We all knew he wasn't going to be the same guy he was last year just because they were going to really stack up against him. But I don't know, man. Now that I see what Topper's doing with Schwarber, like, yeah, go ahead. Some more, they stink. Who cares? It's bat practice. Hopefully you don't pull an oblique. Go ahead, hit the upper deck. I'm like, you know what? I don't know, Tom. I think I'm going to reverse it and say Saquon should have broke the record.
Oh, wow. I mean, like Monday morning it's hard, right? In this situation. But it's not because we had the final result. And the final result was bigger than a rushing record. The final result was bigger than any types of record. The final result was the Lombardi Trophy. And if they didn't get that, right, and they lost or they were bounced in the NFC title game or bounced before that, absolutely, I think we would all go back and say, oh, man, he should have went for the record, right? But in a football where it's such a contact and physical sport, where baseball doesn't mean you can't get hurt, but your chances are a little less likely to get hurt in baseball than it is in football, especially when you're going against a team that lets you go and wants no parts of you getting that record versus them. So how does that look, right? And God forbid he gets banged up and he misses time. Right? I don't know if we go as far as we do either. So that's the elephant in the room here. I'm not going to revisionist history it. I'm not going to say, oh, you should have got the record, right? He's one of 4 players, right? That's going for 2,000, right? Am I right with that number?
Yes.
Okay, I mean that's it. That's Canton, bro. Right? That's a Hall of Fame. You're in a list of guys that have won a Super Bowl, right? Not everybody can say guys play their whole life for that opportunity. So as long as that guy's good with it, which he was, so am I, and I'm even better with it today because of what the end result is. Not that I don't understand it, not that I didn't want it for the guy, but the guy didn't need it for himself. Think about
This
that.
is tough, man. This is tough for me.
For now, he didn't need it for himself. He needed the end result. That's what he was playing for.
He was, but
guys like that. God, great teammates.
Yeah, no, listen, I like all about the team. I get it. Like I understand and I'm with you. However, now that I look
You're
back,
talking like his agent tonight, babe. You're talking
this is the thing. I'm going back and I'm a little I'm so ridiculous. Like
you're getting sentimental. You're getting sentimental.
I started watching the interviews with him when we was asked. I kind of feel like he didn't feel the team aspect. I feel like he forced himself to feel it. I do. I think right now, I still think he wanted to play. I do. I think he wanted that record, 100%. And now that I look at it, I was like, and I will say, I was all glowed about the Super Bowl, just like we were, right? And we did. We won the freaking Super Bowl. It's great, and I was all about it. But don't you think a little bit of that, that gushy Super Bowl feeling that he bought into it, and now he's sitting there going, "Damn, I should have broke that damn record." Like I'm never going to get an opportunity to do that again.
Yeah, I should have been a combo guard. I could have did both.
But, well, that's exactly.
But here's the thing. We're expecting an uber competitive guy to not want that, though. Like, you know what I mean? Like, of course, to your point, like going back and listening to it, of course it's going to be internal. Like, yeah, I want that. I mean, these guys, you don't get to become to that level of greatness at that position without a huge 1-2 and a huge drive. But I think he was able to accept it because of the result. When you go back and look at those interviews, that result wasn't finalized yet. Right. So, of course, there's going to be a reluctancy to it to a point because he's chasing greatness. But I think if you ask him today, I think he's going to give you the same answer, but it's going to be way, you ask a player if they're a good player. I did it tonight with my guys. You a good hitter? And I get hesitations. And I said, yo, it don't work like that. When I ask you that question, it's that. You good hitter? Yes. You good hitter? Yes. You good soccer player? Yes. You good football player? Yes. There's no hesitations in the mental side of it. I bet you asked him that today. You good with not getting the record? He goes, oh yeah, I'm good. I got what I was fighting for last year. Now, if I won a Super Bowl before, if he won one before, I think we're in a different conversation. And Greg nailed it. The injury concern from a running back to a DH, obviously, right? Like there's more concern there. But
listen, we can piggyback. Me and Greg go back and forth with that. What's up, my man Vegas? Back and forth all day long because DH or not, you're running the bases. An oblique strain as swinging a freaking bat is just as bad, right? Is just as bad as going up against 2 300-pound defensive tackles. Okay, if you get hit, it's just as bad, right?
I disagree.
I don't.
I can't. From a guy who's 43 who's taking swings. Well, I'm 43 and I'm taking swings and I'm not blowing an oblique. You let somebody come run me over. I guarantee I'm not getting up. There's the difference right there. If a 300-pound guy comes and runs my ass over, I'm not getting up. But at 43, I can still go take swings and not hurt.
Yeah, but as long as you swing right. But what one wrong swing? Did you see him tonight swinging at one of them freaking curveballs? He was trying to golf into the upper deck.
I don't have a life, so no, I do not.
It takes one little twitch, bro. One little twitch, he's done. He's done. So I think that's irregardless. You can't measure sports.
Yes, you can.
I don't think you can. I think you know what? In a way, I think Topper's.
What's the injury rate in the NFL, Tone?
I'm not worried about that.
Oh, I am. Because you can't. No. You can't tell me that.
Physically battle this all night.
I'm not physically battering. I'm telling you the facts.
Shadow statistics.
They're not shadow statistics. The injury rate in the NFL is 100%. The injury rate in the NFL is essentially 100%.
You sound like you're in the committee for the tush push.
No, I'm in the committee of
Like,
Chip Kelly.
are you bringing those statistics in? Like, come on, man.
No, I'm not bringing it. I love the tush push. I'm telling you what Chip Kelly told us years ago. Maybe one of the two things he got right. He got two things right when he talked to us in the media. He said, big guys beat up on small guys. Thanks, Chip. We knew that one, babe. And then he told us the injury rate in the NFL is 100%. Because he's right. Like, guys get banged up all the time.
Small. I forgot about that.
You forgot about that
one. what kind of rocket science is that?
And we were like, we were double fisted.
Everybody, they were taking it to the face. They were like, everybody was loving it. Oh, go give me a smoothie with a big ass straw. Like, come on, man. Like, look, and Greg, you're right. I do. But I'm still thinking in my mind. I'm still thinking in my mind, man. Like, I know revisionist history. I think this is the first time I see Topper's got a big set of balls. Like, Topper's like, no, he's going out there and playing. You know what I mean? Like, he's I don't care. I want him to break the record. Okay. I don't know if did he want Nick Castellanos to get his 250th home run. He didn't have a big set of balls for that, but now he's got the big set of balls to go with Kyle Schwarber. Just throwing it out there. And I feel like, am I wrong for feeling bad for Nick Castellanos? I'll be honest. Like, I don't want to. I want to, because we haven't been together. I really want to ask this question because two guys I feel really bad for right now is locally Nick Castellanos and nationally Russell Wilson. Feel bad for both of them dudes. Honestly, I don't care. Like, you can take the money out of it. Take all that. Human friggin' being, bro. Just take that in, right? Just take that in.
Russell Wilson, I do not feel sorry for because he can't play anymore. Because he can't play anymore. We've watched enough of this. Hey, Russ, you know when I stopped? You know when I stopped believing in Russell Wilson? When he was taking snaps with nobody around. When he was calling audibles and on Monday Night Football in Seattle, his last year, he was taking snaps with nobody around. He was audible. He was leg kicking. I mean, the leg was coming up. He was pointing out stuff. It was the weirdest thing I ever saw. And I said, this guy's putting on a dog and pony show. That told me everything I needed. From that day on, he couldn't play anymore. So I don't feel bad for Russell Wilson. And whatever. I mean, that's what the Giants should do. Yeah, you drafted a quarterback. In today's world, go let him play. It's the only way guys get better. Secondly,
why bring Russ in there? Why? Well, hold on. Why
New York Giants? It's the New York Giants.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, this dude comes in, he does everything the right way. He's getting freaking booed by the fans. Like, what do you do? Like, everybody, Russ, throw another touchdown, Russ, 400-something yard, woo! And then all of a sudden he comes in, he lays an egg, and now all of a sudden it's a Jackson Dart show. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
It should be, but to your point,
like, that's all I'm saying.
No, I got you. Now, Nick, let's go to Nick. I don't necessarily feel bad for Nick not playing as much as I feel bad. I feel bad for the fact that these guys have no feel. Like, how are we asking the same question 8 times? Like, dude, if somebody from PR, somebody from up top, come down in that locker room and say enough's enough because you're baiting a guy into saying something wrong. And he didn't. He did not. No, anybody that wants to talk about what Nick said in that interview, he didn't say anything wrong. I listened to it 100 times. Not one thing that he said wrong. He got a little bit of an issue with the coach, but he's not letting that affect anything. And he said, I'm getting paid to win a World Series here, and that's my goal. Right. And he's going to, and I'm good with that. But the fact that you're pressing a guy who, if you know anything about competitive sports, isn't dealing with this great, and then you're going to try to get the soundbite.
It's terrible. And here's the thing. The reason why I bring it up is because it's still happening, right? And that's it's really pissing me off. Like, I mean, come on. Number one, let me give a big, I don't know, like a big, I don't know, they call like flags or whatever, violation, whatever you want to call it. The Scott Franzke, stick to the radio, bro. You're not a journalist. You're not a reporter. Just stick to the freaking radio. I don't like, what were you trying to do, Scott? Seriously, like, after the first time, what were you trying to do? Like, and I know everybody hates Ruben tomorrow, but luckily Rube was finally like, dude, what are you doing? I'm gonna redirect this question. But Tom, here's what bothers me. We went through all of that, right? So you go through Scott Fransky, the bullshit reporters that are throwing mics in his face, trying to get more sound bites so they can get clicks on their Twitter account and get more people to subscribe to Stupid Inquirer and read the friggin' articles. Okay. But now I gotta watch last night. Nick comes in, hot cold off the bench, knocks in a run, ties a game, and the camera guy won't take the fucking thing off of Castellanos in the clubhouse. Who's he talking to? Is he smiling? Is he not smiling? Come on. Like, what are we doing here? Like, it's so ridiculous now. Like, we are going for a goddamn World Series, and our own people that are, they're going to be there popping the champagne and they're all the goggles on, right? But they're the same guys that want to give all the crap that are trying to make this a controversy.
Yo, you nailed it. If it's on Fox, if it's Fox Game of the Week and those guys from the national side want to press them, be my guest, dude. Be my guest. Yes. Okay? But you just nailed it. You are writing for the team. That doesn't mean you don't be objective. That doesn't mean you got to kiss everybody's ass. But that means that once the first guy asked the damn question, I don't need to ask it again. And the fact that Fransky, who I love on the radio, by the way, is even asking that question, like, hey, Nick, how you dealing with it? Hey, Scott, I would come in there and punch you square in the face. How do you think I'm dealing with it? Like, I would say that back to Scott. You want me to come up to the booth? I'll show you how I'm dealing with it. Like, that would have been my response as the player. Like, how about I stop up there? I'll let you know how I'm dealing with it, Scott. How do you think I'm dealing with it? You think I'm good? You think I'm okay with not playing? I played my whole life. From the time I stepped on the baseball field, that guy probably never sat. You understand? So how do you think he's dealing with it? From the time he was 8 years old to the time till now, he's not used to it. That doesn't mean he's not going to be a good teammate. That doesn't mean that winning means more to him. That doesn't mean it. But it's an adjustment. And they're winning, so that's all that matters. So he can't argue it. But you got to, tell me, how do you feel? How do you feel about not playing? I know that guy just answered the same thing, but how do you feel about not playing? I didn't get asked this. How do you feel about not playing? Like, what are we doing?
And on top, the dude here's 250th home run.
Yeah. We asked it one time.
Look,
how do you feel, Nick?
I was so distraught, man. So that's why you nailed it though. I don't feel bad that he's not playing because I think it's deserved, right? We say what we want, but they finally, like, I remember my wife asked me, she's like, I don't understand why all of a sudden. I said, because they traded for Bader. They wanted to see how that worked out. He turned into a stud being a center fielder. So Marsh hitting damn near 400 in the month of September, right? So and Kepler actually woke up. So now you had the opportunity to say this guy, he is a liability out there that now we're going to have to put. It is what it is. He just never had the opportunity, right? So now, it just is what it is.
We were the same fan base talking about giving him a break.
Right.
They all get it. He's not, let him swing through it again. Like we're all bitching and moaning about it. That's all I heard on podcasts. And now they're giving him a break and we're playing better. And now it's, I feel bad for Nick. Like, feel bad for Nick not playing. I don't feel bad for him not playing. No, you do because you care about your players. I just feel bad that he gets pressed on it every night.
Yeah.
Like anytime he plays, it's like, how'd you feel about last night not playing, Nick?
Yeah.
Not how did the night go?
Yeah. Every night. Like, Nick, you got the game winning hit. How do you do that by not playing? How do you adjust your mindset? Like, come on, dude. Like, what are you guys doing? Like, seriously.
It's a generic, same old questions by the same old time people that these organizations continue to employ. That's the problem. When the organizations realize that real journalism is dead, and I air quote real because it hasn't been real in years. Once they realize that's dead and the waves here, it's the same Philadelphia Phillies organization that 10 years ago, when I asked them about how I can get credentials to spring training, they said, we don't offer it to
podcasters.
Yeah, like social media companies. Yeah. We're not there. And I said, okay, well, all right. Well, one day you will, and they're still not there. So the dial wake up to it a little bit, but they still haven't woke up to it. So nobody's waking up to what the wave is. And it doesn't mean you can't have real journalists in the house, but vet a guy out once in a while.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit. Or go down there and say, yo, stop asking them the question. The Flyers do it. The goddamn Wings do it. The Wings don't allow you to ask questions. Nobody cares about the Wings.
The Eagles is all structured. Like my wife went down there with work for a tour, and the guy that was giving on a tour, he talked about the specific chairs where the press sits, and he said that the press they are actually vetted to tell them what they can and can't ask, and if they are going to ask a question that's on a list, they're not welcome in the room.
Well, there's the difference, right? I guarantee it's the same thing for Robbie T. But these dryer sheets are sprinting into that locker room.
Oh,
guys,
yeah.
they it's like they want to see guys naked too. Like it's like they enjoy it. I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying. Now I'm really gonna get canceled.
No, we're getting canceled. What are you talking about? They want to go to the sausage fest. Come on, man.
These are the type of guys we're talking about. We're talking about Ken Rosenthal's of the world that is 5'1.5" if he's lucky. I mean, these are the guys we're talking about.
Man, the cameraman. How about that? How about that one?
Yeah. Like you're a big guy. Who are you?
Say he wasn't mad. Oh, I wasn't mad. Oh, yeah. Good PR move there, Ken.
Well, John knows. Johnny, you're the reason I brought up the wings, John. That's my buddy John Coyle, owns all campus out in Ocean City. We were talking about him the other day, Tony. Remember? About doing, trying to maybe get down there and hold on, I dropped something. But
that's
the point of it is like Johnny knows, like they vetted you out on questions. Like, you're vetting out. You're vetting out wings questions. Ain't nobody even gonna read it.
Man.
Why can't real baseball people? I'm not saying that I'm more real of a baseball person than guys who played in the league. That's not what I'm saying. But why isn't that real baseball people who understand the game asking the question? Because those guys are going to tell you they know the game, and they're the same guys who don't vote the right people into the Hall of Fame. So please explain to me. I need to understand this. Because a guy is good with a pen and paper means nothing about his knowledge of the game. So why is there not people in that either have played, right, or really deeply understand the game? Like, you think at any point on 250 home runs that I'm bringing up him not playing? Right? Like, that's the conversation. Nick, how'd it feel to hit 250? I know you put a lot of work into this. That question doesn't even come up. Nick, how you prepare every day, whatever. I don't even ask how you prepare every day. Like, that's a stupid question too.
The first, and here's the thing. I will say this. I was thinking about this. If I
were you hunting a certain pitch, Nick, like ask the real questions.
Like, come on, like, and even if there's a smart way to do it too. Like, I was thinking about this. There's a really smart way to do it. Like, you even if you want to be that ball bag reporter to come in there and actually cover it a little bit, you could have actually redirected the question and be like, hey, Nick, listen, we all know that, what's going on and, but based on that, man, you hit 250. How's it feel? So you added it in there, you let it go, and now you're just directing them into the accolade, man. Like, it's very easy journal. No, you know what that's called? That's called a journalist. And I'll say myself as a journalist, somebody that actually understands and is professional, is not trying to get clicks. That's probably why I have a stagnant Twitter account, right? Because I'm not blowing everybody or I'm not sparking something up. You know what I mean? Whatever. Yeah. At least I know I'm professional. I feel like a human being. These dudes should have been ashamed of themselves, man. Absolutely ashamed.
Hey, Nick, congratulations on your 250. I know that probably, it isn't easy to be successful when you don't play every day. I can imagine that.
Listen to this.
I'm not even going to get into that with you because I understand from a guy that is a competitive junkie. That's not easy. But credit to you. It wouldn't even be a question. It'd be more of a statement that, Nick, that's awesome what you did. And let him elaborate on that then.
But
then
let him go talk. You're not searching for ratings, bro. That's why. You're not searching for ratings.
No, I'm searching for real. I want a real answer. I don't want, because if you ask those questions, you're not going to get the real answer. He's looking at these guys like, why are you guys asking me this? Why do you keep asking me it? Like, of course I don't like it. But you're trying to get a soundbite and you're trying to get me to say something wrong so you guys can run with how Nick Castellanos is a bad teammate.
I was so pissed off. And shout out to his mom. Shout out to his mom, dude. Jess, his mom is on another level, dude. She's going at the jugular to all these reporters. I love it. Like, I don't know if you followed her or if you follow, dude, after that, she was burying anybody who came out with an article, anybody who came out with like she was just constantly burying and burying and burying. I loved every minute of it. And you know what?
Who are the Phillies beat writers? Who are the Phillies beat writers?
Is it like that Matt Gelb? I think Matt
Gelb only got a job because of his goddamn dad. Okay,
Matt Gelb's in there, bro.
Yeah, Matt Gelb's
in there.
Listen, I want everybody to do me a favor, not for that guy to get like views, but go listen to Matt Gelb talk and circle back. Okay, that's what I'll say about that. I'm not in this business to make friends, dude. Some of these guys have no right talking sports. They have no right, and it doesn't mean you need to play at these high levels. You either know it or you don't.
Very, very simple. Very, very simple. Yeah, I got, while we're on, I want to, because I think we decide like this show's going, we're just kind of free balling it, right? I free ball.
Yeah, well, just like the locker room.
Free ball into the locker room.
Be careful, a lot of beat reporters might come on the show.
Yeah, a lot of those reporters here versus sausage and free ball, and they're all in. But I got a question for you, Tom. So I want your honest take here, and I'm not going to say names, okay? Because I don't think it would be right. But I was a little perturbed today. So, in my life, I've found out that I'm trying to be a mature adult. I'm trying to think as angry and get all jigsaw on everybody, right? So I pop on the radio today, like every now and then. Listen, I got the Carter radios on. So I'm like, let's go find out Johnny Marks now. Like, there's a shocker, right? Johnny Marks, 97.5 midday show. So they lay off Missinelli and another retread. Let's bring, like, no disrespect to John. I like John Marks, whatever. Right. I just think it's ridiculous how these stations just go from back to forth.
Guy gives it up. Guy gives it up so he can be, claims he needs to be more of a dad, and then he goes right back in.
It doesn't make it. Yeah, I don't understand. Whatever, man. Kudos to him. I was always so a fan. I think he's one of the realest guys there. But my point is, and I'm not going to say who it was, and you're going to feel like you're going to understand this, and feel this or understand this, but. So I was listening to him, and he gave props to a certain person I kind of worked with before, and I thought it was pretty cool. I was like, you know what? That's pretty cool, man. Like, he was talking about who we started with, who we had a show with back in the day, right? So me being me, trying to be the mature person, and I know we're not like on the great side. So I was like, you know what? I think it's pretty cool. I'm a Texas dude. And be like, yo, just so you know, Marks is shouting out this person's name live on 97.5. I said, pretty cool to hear, man. I was like, love to hear it. I said, hope all is well. All love, bro. Know what I get? No, the text I get back is nice. Great to hear. I was like, okay. Like, there's no, like, I just gave you a little love. Gave a little shot. Like, I thought, like, oh man, hope all is well. Like, I get nice, great to hear. I took that, like, maybe I'm being a little cynical here, but I took, you know what I mean? I took it kind of like, bro, are you serious? That's what I like. I'm trying to be like, all right, I see where I stand now. Right? I like how would you take that, Tom?
Exactly how you took it.
Okay. All right. I thought it was just me. Okay. Just figure, I
would rather you just not even answer back.
Right, exactly. Because that's kind of like what it was. It was like, I kind of feel like I have to answer back. Like, hey, how about like, yo, thanks for letting me know. How about like, like, oh, cool, man. Thanks.
Oh, that's awesome. Like, that's awesome. Like,
I mean? Yeah, pretty much, Jay. Pretty much. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I shouldn't. I got to be honest, man. I have a hard problem letting go of certain things.
Same.
Right? Like, I just do. Like, I and I think that's always going to be my downfall in life. And I can't help it. I'm 47 years old, not changing now. But it's like, I remember everything. So, like, if Tom said something to me 10 years ago, like, say Tom was like, we're having this conversation about Castellanos, and then Tom goes in the locker room 5 years now in the Sausage Fest, and he's getting all in Nick. And I'm going, dude, are you serious? Like, I'm going to call you out. Like, that's just who I am. But, like, I can't get away. So all the times I see all this stuff, I was like, you know what? Do I text this dude? It's all right. I will. And then that's what I got. I was like, why did you even do it, dude? Why'd you do it? Like, I don't know. I'm just that kind of guy, though. I like everybody to win. What's the problem with that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I've done it with guys, that I've known, we'll say that I've worked with for a long time. That things ended maybe the way they shouldn't, right? And you always try to be the bigger guy and circle back and maybe be like, hey, hope all's well.
Yeah.
And you'll get nothing, right? And you're like, okay. Sometimes listen, the people that want to be in your life will be in your life, and we learn that more as we get older. But us Italians are wired the same.
I'm telling you, man.
And we care, right? We have hearts, and we don't want things to not be, let's say the word good. If we had a relationship for a long time with somebody, we want to be, what's the wording? Cordial, right? You want to be cordial, right?
Yeah.
We don't got to be best friends anymore, but we should be cordial. We've known each other for 8, 9, 10 years, whatever it is. You would think that's a person that would, stick with you, right?
It's a shame, man.
Yeah,
it's a shame. It is what it is. I just, I don't know why. I like bitch at people, and my wife be like, "Why do you care?" I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I would go. I'm being straight, transparent here. I don't care. I'm an open book. So when I'll be in therapy and I'll talk to my therapist and I'll be like, I'll mention things about it and certain things and she'll go, "Why do you care?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" I don't know. I'm like, she's like, "Yeah, but let me ask you something." She's like, "Do you want that?" Like, say it's a job. She's like, "Do you want that job?" I'm like, "No." She's like, "Well, then why do you care?" I said, "Because I can't grasp my head around that somebody inferior is getting this opportunity, even though I don't want it. But I don't know. I can't help myself. I don't know what it is. I'm just like, why? I don't get it. I don't know. Can't help myself.
No, I'm the same way. I'm the same exact way.
Shame, but it's going to be the downfall, bro. It is what
it already is for me.
It is what it is, bro. All I know is if they would have took Tom and Tony and made them the midday show, they wouldn't have had to pay us $200,000, and we probably would have had a better show. Just throwing it out there.
I mean, throw it out there. I mean, you could throw it out there and it should stick. That's the problem. Literally, just to explain to people how easy this shit is that I have no idea what we were talking about. I work 12 hours a day, flying in, literally game time, turn the lights on. You turn the lights on, I'll come to play. That's all. And I know you're the same way. Just turn the lights on, man. Maybe will you have to sit down with me about some of the guidelines and rules and regulations? Absolutely, because this is what I'm used to. So will there be a little contained in myself because I love the F-bomb? Fucking of course there will. But it's a great word. But guess what? In the next few years, that's not even going to matter on the radio anymore. So, but my point is dude, you can tame the dog a little bit. I'm giving them a public service now. If you want me to come on, you can tame the dog. I'm tameable. I promise it. I'm coachable. Right?
Yep.
You want me to come on here?
Know what they should do? I think this is an idea. They should do an America's Got Talent kind of thing, right? To where let's do a contest. I want them all in. I bring them all in. I want the vets. I want them all, right? And I want to say, all right, we're gonna put 6 twosomes, and we're gonna put them in, and we're each gonna every Monday. Hey, Tom and Tony, Monday you got the afternoon drive. Hey, John and Ray Dunn, you got the afternoon drive. Hey, Ricky and Kyle Schwarber, you got that. Hey, let's just see. Let's do it for a couple weeks. That's all. Let's just do it. And let's see. I'm curious.
I bet you just did that. You don't even got to do America's Got Talent. Give us a week on the midday show and check ratings.
That's what I get.
That's all. Check your ratings.
That's it, brother. That's it. But see, here's the problem, man. Here's a problem. It's, we don't, we're not getting hit in the face, bro. You know what I mean? I can't take that.
We ain't throwing the Hatfields off here. You know what I
mean? No Diddy parties, bro.
Well, how many people just laughed wherever they're at, right? That's the point. It's sports, but if there isn't the entertainment value to it, what are we doing? I can listen to a flat line all day. You understand?
Exactly.
And that's why a guy like, I think Hunter does a good job because
Yep.
he started in this type of world where
Yes.
it's
And he's
personality.
I'll tell you what, I'm shocked they let him get away with the shit that they do. Like, I applaud them for that. Like, on his own, like, he is on another I love it. Like, he's authentic. He's not I mean, a lot of people would always say to me, that's an act. I'm like, bro, it's not an act. That's him. Like, that's him. I'm actually surprised. Like, that I'm shocked. Good for them for letting them do it. But yeah, I mean, I could listen to that. But like, some people are like listening to paint dry. Like, I don't.
But he's not versed in every one, though. That's the problem.
What do you mean, like every sport?
Yeah, he's not. Yeah,
right.
I can just tell by listening. Like, if you know baseball or really don't know baseball, he's a hockey guy, rightfully so. Really knows hockey, knows more hockey than I do. So I'm not going to debate that. But I have trouble with certain guys. Certain guys try to talk Phillies, and I'm like, it's a different world. Like, everybody can talk Eagles. Right, basketball is pretty
Eagles
easy.
Is low hanging fruit, bro.
Yeah, Eagles low hanging fruit, but like Phillies is a different. Like, baseball is a different thing, and he knows baseball. I'm not saying that. I just don't know if it's for some guys, like, they might just not. They might be better at two. But the personality's there, so that raises your level. That's the point. When there's energy and effort, it raises your level. On all sports. Like, if I want to talk hockey and got passionate about you, like, this guy, I mean, this guy was the first goalie in Flyers franchise history, the way he's talking. You know what I mean? And the same with you. Because there's energy.
Carolina. I don't even know.
You get it.
We don't have that out of North Carolina.
You get us down south, they're going to be begging us to go to church by Sunday the way we do. So, you know what I
mean? Yeah. You not going to be good, man. It's not going to be good.
Tom and Tony, we need you at the First Baptist. We're actually going to baptize you. You two need a dunk.
Oh, man.
You were dunked in your previous. You were dunked when you're younger. We're going to need another dunk out of you.
I need this every now and then, brother. I need this, man. Like, we just got to open it up, man. We just got to open it up, and that's the thing. Like, no pun intended, but there is no notes. There is no script, right? There is no. We're just rolling, right? We're just rolling. I mean, this is like right now. Like, here you go. Like, right now, let's put, because me and you have talked about this before. I've talked about it, like, secret debates, like, surprise debates. Like, if somebody says, "Hey, you know what? Hey, Tom, who's your GOAT?" Like, okay, is it LeBron or is it Michael? Is Kobe in the top three? Right? Like, anything we could talk about. Like, right now in the NBA, who's the face of the NBA? Who's the face of the NFL? Like, we can actually have it. We don't need to
start thinking. Like, you made me start doing it. Like, I almost started firing back. Like, I don't know if Kobe's top three. I don't know if he's top three. I think the death puts him in the top three, right? Like, you know what I mean? You understand? I think it raises you when you leave us early. Top 10 of all time, yes, I'd probably. Top three is a whole nother world.
See, he's in my top three.
I need more time. To answer.
He's actually my number two. Like, I know everybody goes Michael and LeBron. I go Michael Kobe.
I don't. I go Michael.
I go Michael Kobe.
I go Michael Larry.
Okay.
I go Mike and Larry. No, I'm spitting it real quick here, but Larry's on the different.
I go King James 4.
Yeah, King.
I got Kareem. I got Kareem at 3.
Well, I think if you don't have Wilt Chamberlain in your top 3, I think now. I get the game; it was smaller. I get it, but
I know it is
tough. It's tough. Like, what are we doing, Jen? We doing all time, or are we doing
errors? Are we doing?
It's tough.
That's why I do think it's pretty. Maybe me and you could start this, but I do think it's pretty cool if you take like a year, like we go, 90, the 90s, or like 90 to 95, man. Who's your top 3 dudes? And then, like, you go back and you start thinking, like, oh, damn. Like, who is those top 3 guys at 90 to 95? Jordan's obviously in there because that was his heyday, right? His 3-peat years, right? Yeah. But you got Olajuwon, right? That, like, is Olajuwon in the top 3, right? In those 5 years, right? I mean, he's got to be up in the conversation, right? How not?
He had 2 rings in that period, right?
Exactly.
Did he have 2 in that period, or was it a little bit later?
Reaper's breaking in with the top 10 right there, man. See, I All right, so he flipped Kobe and Kareem, right? So, I mean, I I think I think LeBron screwed himself, in my opinion. Like, I still bring it back to the decision, bro. The decision screwed LeBron. I'm sorry. Like, always wanting to make your superstar teams and like that just screwed you, in my opinion. It does, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Allen Iverson might jump into my top 3, and it's a conversation
Top
for another day.
3?
I'll tell you why.
What?
I'll tell you why. There's reasons for this. There's deeper
Oh,
reasons.
I need reasons.
It's what he changed in the game of basketball. Like when we talk about these things, did a guy change the game? Because there was a point you could not play zone in the NBA. And Allen Iverson came into this league on man-to-man defense and carved cats to the point he won MVP, and now we can go back to zone defense. He changed the game. So is he top 3? Probably not, right? But I'm just, for argument's sake, that's why I like doing that, is like some of the extra. The culture impact he had on the game of basketball.
Oh,
worldwide.
He changed it completely.
Like transcended it. So
yes.
Now, winning wise, and that's a whole other conversation. Now, other guys did too. Kobe, but they didn't change the game for these guys. They had to change the game for MJ, right? You might have changed the game for Steph Curry at some point, right? Because of what he changed the game into. Like, there's guys who changed the game. Like, nobody was worried about the 3-pointer like this until Steph started stroking it. So now he transcends the game. Now everybody's hitting it from half court, right? So that's why this gets tricky, because what do guys do? Like, Wilt obviously had to change the game in some aspects, right?
There's a lot of credence behind what you're saying, man. But I mean, there's the AI. Like, I look at just straight up, the AI is the main reason why you see all the tattoos in the NBA. AI is the main reason why you have a live DJ at every court. AI is the reason why you have baggy shorts. Like, he brought all of that. He brought street ball to the NBA. Right? I mean, that's what he did. And
Shaq might be top 5, Nicky. Yeah. Shaq might be top 5 because that might be the most dominant. Most dominant player in NBA history.
Ever.
Don't you can just leave Will out my list, because that's how dominant that dude is.
I'm with you. With you.
And now, am I biased because we watched him? Of course, maybe a little bit, right? And somebody that watched Will's gonna be like, right? But I mean, nobody could stop Shaquille O'Neal. Like, you could not.
Whenever I bring up Shaq, people go, "What are you talking about?" Like, and I always go, "Stop! Stop worrying about the foul shots. Stop what it's dominance. Play. They had to reinforce friggin' backboards because of this guy. Like, what are we talking about? Like, he was unstoppable. Who was
32 a night? 32 a night by just backing you down. Imagine dropping 32 a night without being able to shoot. Really, like, without really having like a pure jumper from the big man, and just having that type of footwork and physicality, and true big men. Right, in an era of true big men, where he was going up against guys that were big all the time, and have that dominance is amazing. It's amazing.
Oh, this should check it out, again, man. My man Ryan, check. Yo, man. Ryan, absolutely, brother. Yo, that foundation is the best thing that has really happened to me, man. Like, Mike Barnes does a hell of a job. So, Ryan, thank you for that, man. Seriously, all my love, brother. All my love. But yeah, I will say
11 rings means a lot, John. So you're right. I mean, this
talking about Bill Russell, right?
Yeah, this is a conversation that won't end. Right. This is a great conversation because it won't end.
It won't.
You have to break top 5 down into generations. That's how you have to do it.
I agree with that.
Or decades. Okay. Who's the best of this decade? Who's the best of this decade? And then you put your best of each decades and you say, okay, well, how are we going to rank this? These are your air quote Mount Rushmores of decades. That's how you have to do it.
It is the only way you can do it, man. It's it. That's the only way, 100% the only way you can do it. And can we get a shout out to Dennis Rodman, the Worm, for being one of the only guys? I watched Dennis Rodman, okay, and I know you did too, Tom, and I know other people that are 90s freaks like us watched him single-handedly defend Shaq. Single-handedly defend Shaq. No help. No help. All Robin. Like, are you like exactly? You so it did. Like, how did that happen? Just think about that. Think about that's how special the worm was. And why do we not talk about the worm? Because he was different. Right? Because he couldn't make a foul shot. Because he wasn't an offensive player. Who gives a shit? Guy was hitting 20 rebounds a night. But we'll talk about Ben Wallace, who sucked ass, by the way. Okay, he stunk. All right, Ben Wallace is. Are you kidding me? Let's give some credit to Dennis Rodman. That's just because nobody liked Dennis Rodman back then. That's all.
Magic's the first guy in NBA history in the world to be cured from HIV. So I mean, you can tell you how much Magic didn't have HIV, and that was a
How did that happen? By the way, like I was it something like he never got the virus, but he just had the disease or some shit. Like I've never heard of no shit like that.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, God bless him. It's just crazy. Yeah. Ben Wallace is awesome. Ben Wallace stinks. Like what? Please explain. What did Ben Wallace like when you like? This is what kills me. Guys have like 2 or 3 years.
Don is Detroit basketball.
Come on.
Don, Detroit basketball.
Like, let's think about it, man. Like, let's think of, like, honestly, let's think about this, Tom. Like, if I say to you Ben Wallace, certainly comes to mind. I say, yo, Tom, Ben Wallace.
Great defender.
It could be anything. What comes to mind?
Great defender.
I think a headband. That's all I remember. Ben Wallace. Big white headband.
Yeah, I think a great defender. I do think a great defender.
I'm sorry. Like, I don't like Ben Wallace does nothing for me. Zero.
Nothing offensively, no, but was a good defender. When that Pistons team was winning, he was like Don is right. He was the anchor of the defense, but it ended there.
But here's the thing. I'm not saying that you guys are wrong. What I'm saying is he's not a memorable player.
Oh no, not to me, but the Detroit basketball, like Don, he is, right?
Is he like our Derek Coleman or something? Like
he would be our. Well, we don't win shit, so I mean,
who would he be? Like our Tyrone Hill? Like we know who Tyrone Hill is.
Yeah, like if we won, we would be like,
Tyrone Hill down the paint, down the box, bro. Just saw that turnaround. Like who? Like, come on, man. Like I just when I think of Ben Wallace, I think of NBA 2K5.
Yeah, he was
like,
on the cover of that.
Like I you know what I mean? Like I don't remember these guys. I don't remember these guys. McNabb needs more respect. Listen, McNabb is the best Eagles quarterback in history, for my money.
Well, besides this guy now. Yeah.
Well, besides Hurts. I mean, right now, until it's all said and done, right now, D-Mac is number 1 in my book. I've argued that it's not Randall, it's not Jaws, right? It's not Norm Van Brocklin. No, dude. Like, come on, man.
He changed the culture of this franchise.
It's 5, bro. So, whether you like him or not, it's 5.
Change the culture of the franchise.
Easily.
It was a franchise that was in the playoffs every year, and you knew they had a chance to win because they got a franchise quarterback.
Every year. And for anybody that ever talked about this.
Jalen's better now, but it doesn't matter.
Right. But if anybody ever talked about this dude's toughness, just go back to that Arizona game where he threw 5 touchdowns on a broken freaking ankle. Like, he couldn't even move. And he played that whole game, bro. Played that whole game. And I'm gonna go great with this. Just remember that last year where we should have went to the bowl again. You know, McNabb left the field with the lead, bro. Like
I remember.
He left the field with the lead. So we all need to remember that. Wasn't his fault. He can't play defense too. He's not Travis Hunter. Okay? It's this dude left the field with the lead. I don't know what else you could do. So I know people don't like 5 because they think he's arrogant. They don't like 5 because maybe, you know, he's still pissed off that he got booed. He's still pissed off. He still holds a grudge. I know he does. And you know what? It's kind of hard, man. I might hold a grudge too. That's your defining moment. You're getting booed off stage. I mean, like, you know, but you know, not the 30-30. Was that the 30-30?
Oh man.
Man, I'm like this episode fired me up, man.
Yeah, it got me jazzy.
I don't know why.
It was a great episode. It was a great episode.
Talking about the radio
got
me all fired up. See
what
happens?
Time. It does it every time.
It does, man. It does. Killing me. God.
Every time. All right. Well, listen, it was a great one.
Yeah, man. It was a really good one. Thanks for everybody checking in.
Yeah, we love you
as
all.
Always. Don't forget to like and subscribe, man. Listen, man. I'm gonna throw this back at everybody, right? I'm gonna throw this back at everybody because, I don't mean any disrespect with this, but I talk about this all the time. So everybody always says, "Oh, guys, need more. Hey, guys, we want to listen to you. Hey, guys, we love what you're doing, right?" But then they go pop the dial on. I'm not saying you can't pop the dial on, but what I'm saying though is then follow everything, right? Like be true. Don't fall off, right? Get in the car and pop on the YouTube station, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, because let's be honest, man, it's the only way that we continue to keep this going, right? Let's those dudes over there are getting paid. They're getting paid big contracts, right? Not huge contracts, but they're getting paid contracts, right? Me and Tom ain't getting paid no contracts, right? But we can't, it's not enough to just get on here and hear it. We need to see it. So we appreciate it. Continue to show the love. We need to keep it going, man, because this is what we want to do. But we can't do it if we don't have the support.
Yeah, been doing it for a long time. Thanks, Nikki.
That's not a knock on anybody. I'm just can't tell. I love Ryan Clark.
Yeah, I think his
I love Ryan Clark.
His vocab's at a high level for sure.
He's one of the realest journalists out there, in my opinion. I am an avid Pivot listener. I love the podcast, and I love Ryan Clark. I'm everybody likes their people, right? But I just think that he keeps it real. Really. We try, Nikki. We try. We try to kick some ass.
That's That's what we do. I mean, I don't know. I've been doing this for like 14 years.
Man.
I've been doing this for like 14 years, man.
Maybe that's what we should do. Maybe we should just send out debates. See what they say. Yo, come on. Let's have a debate. Let's have a talk. Let's see who gets the last word in.
Yeah, it probably won't go well.
That might be.
That would be fun.
That would be a little fun. But we're probably not at that level. So
you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised.
Oh.
All right, everybody out there, we love you. Go Birds this weekend.
Yes.
We'll see you guys next Thursday.
Any prediction? Got a bird?
31-24 Eagles.
Wow.
Not the least bit worried.
We're going 4-0?
Yeah.
Okay.
If Mike Evans was playing, maybe it would be a different conversation.
Well, Tony might have officially lost me on that one. What on Greg? What are we talking about, Greg, before we get out of here? Ryan Clark? You got no love for Ryan Clark and the pivot? Is that what he's talking about?
Probably.
He's not a he probably watches that.
Greg doesn't like things that other people like.
He's an Orlovsky guy, probably Dan Orlovsky.
No, Greg's probably watching NCIS.
Yeah,
marathons. Right? Exactly what he's doing.
Oh man, I'm gonna go. I'm with you. I'm gonna go a little lower though. I'm gonna say 28-21 Birds.
Love it. Let's go 4-0, baby. Go Birds.
Let's go.
Everybody out there, we love you. We'll see you next Thursday. We'll obviously have some Phillies to talk about next Thursday.
Yeah.
A game will be going on, so we'll try to give you a little post gamer.
Wait, they don't start till the 4th, right? Their first game's October 4th. NLDS game 1, October 4th, I think. Because we got the bye. We locked the bye up. So I think it's Saturday, October 4th. If I'm not mistaken.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know why the other last night, I feel like we were saying people were saying
I just playing my watch party.
No, it's even better. Okay. Well,
Watch party.
still be talking Phils. So we love you.
Man.
Appreciate
Absolutely.
you. Go Birds.
Go
And
Birds.
we'll see you next Thursday. We out.